Despite a host of benefits awaiting us in our golden years, we also face a potential loss of something we've taken for granted all our lives, our hearing. An estimated 36 million Americans experience significant hearing loss, according to the National Institute on Deafness and Other Communication Disorders, or NICDC. And nearly 1 in 5 baby boomers experience some degree of hearing loss. But you know, there is good news. More and more baby boomers have discovered better hearing and improved lives through today's highly effective hearing aid technology. So joining us now to tell us more about all of this is Brian Taylor, the Director of Practice Development and Clinical Affairs for Unitron. So welcome, Brian.
Thanks, great to be here.
So why are we all so deaf? What causes hearing loss?
Well, there's a lot of reasons hearing loss happens. The number one reason is just a natural part of the aging process. So the older that you get, the more likely you are to suffer from some hearing loss. In addition to that, as you know, we live in a very noisy world. Baby boomers are notorious for listening to a lot of rock and roll, and that rock and roll can catch up to you the longer and the more that you listen to it. But in addition to that, there's also a lot of medical conditions like diabetes and heart disease that are related to hearing loss.
And how does that work? Why are they related?
Well, at the cellular level, what's happening with heart disease and with diabetes also affects the ear. So if you have those conditions, it's more likely that you'll also develop hearing loss at an earlier age.
Oh, that's too bad. So how can it affect a person's lifestyle? I just know because I have hearing loss that I drive my poor boyfriend crazy saying, what, you know, turning up the TV too loud. How are other ways that it can affect somebody's life?
Well, the obvious reason is you miss out on part of the conversation. And I think, you know, you can be embarrassed by that, and there's all kinds of other things that can happen if you don't hear the conversation. But more subtly, I think people that have hearing loss oftentimes are more tired at the end of the day. They have to work a lot harder and concentrate a lot harder to get the message. And I think those subtle effects really over a long period of time can have, you know, some negative consequences.
And probably at work it wouldn't help either. It's hard enough on your social life.
Definitely at work. I mean, that's, you know, important conversations are missed. You have to work a lot harder to understand what's being said, and you know, at the end of the day, that's when things can really make you tired out.
Yeah. Do you think in the long run that it ends up costing people some money if they're missing things at work?
Oh, it sure does. And I know there's been at least one study that was done by the Better Hearing Institute that showed that people that had an untreated hearing loss on average earned $30,000 less per year than people that had normal hearing of the same age.
Well, that would cover the cost of the hearing aid.
Yes.
I'm just making it up. So what is the solution? I mean, how do hearing aids help? How do they actually work?
Well, I think the first thing is you have to go in and get tested and evaluated to see, you know, how much of a problem there is and make sure that it's not a medical condition that can be treated in a different way. Yeah. But assuming that that's not the case and hearing aids would be beneficial, then it becomes a matter of just matching the technology to the lifestyle and to your budget.
So what makes your product, the Unitron hearing aids, unique? I mean, where do you find the greatest advancement in technology these days?
Well, I think what makes Unitron hearing aids unique is our commitment to trying to improve speech intelligibility and noise. And that's what we're kind of known in the industry as the company that has the best, we call it an algorithm. I know that's kind of a technical term, but we have the best sound processing for improving speech intelligibility and background noise.
Oh, that's great. And if I wanted to try the product and see how it worked for me, I understand you guys have a Flex program that allows people to try it at home?
Right. You'd have to go to a hearing care professional to find out about the Flex program, but the Flex program is an industry first, and what it allows a patient to do is try a set of hearing aids from their comforts of home.
How long can they do this for?
Well, you can do it for probably a few months if you wanted to. I don't know if anyone would want to go that long, but there's a lot of flexibility. It's really customizable and individualized to the patient.
Oh, that would be great, because I know that inhibited some relatives in my family from even trying to get a hearing aid because they just thought it'd be so expensive. This way they could try it out, see if it works, and, you know, and especially with that $30,000 thing, if at work, it would maybe help pay for itself.
Oh, sure, because the Flex is really one hearing aid at 5 different price points.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great.
So
okay,
you can decide which one's best for you.
Well, thank you. Thanks. Okay, well, thank you very much, Brian. This has been very informative. I appreciate it. For more information about Unitron hearing aids and how you can try the Flex technology in the comfort of your own home, visit unitron.com or log on to babyboomersinamerica.com. Thanks a lot. Thank you.